Good morning, everyone. Today I have with me Somesh. So Somesh has recently given his visa interview at Mumbai Vfs. So today he is going to share his experience related to Mumbai Vfs. So yeah, Somesh, without further delay, let's start with you.
Yeah, hi guys. My interview was on 8th September 2020 on 10:45. I traveled to Mumbai from Nasik one day before to avoid the rush in Mumbai. So there was no rush on the roads as there is a COVID situation. So we can travel in the morning also if you have in the morning slot. The process is very smooth. There is no problem you will face, I think. Only the main part is the documentation. If you have the correct documents and in the correct sequence, then there is no problem. Though the guides or representative of the VFS are very polite and they assist you very helpfully. As far as the documents are concerned, the main document is the Videx form, which you will get the link on the German consulate website. To fill that, you can edit it as many times as you want. Fill the correct information in that form. For example, the name and address should be as in your passport. You fill it clearly, then there is no. After that, there are two forms. One is the declaration and another is the additional contact and legal representation. Those forms are all found on the German consulate's website. The next one is your CV. You might be asked for the CV, so you have to carry with. Another one is the covering letter. Covering letter, you should mention your course is having tuition fees or not, how much amount you have blocked, your university name, your passport number and all. After this 5 to 7 lines draft, you have to mention your academic in the tabular form from the bachelor's to 10th. So if you have any work experience, then you have to mention it in the tabular form under that educational part. So yeah, this is the covering letter draft. You can easily make it by your own. Then there is a letter of motivation. It is the letter of motivation while your admission process. There is some editing you will require, like this motivation is for your visa purpose. So why you will require the visa and which points you motivate to get your visa. These points should be added in this document. So it should not be more than 1.5 pages. After that, there is the letter of admission you will get from your university in German and as well as in English language required. Nowadays, physical presence certificate is required as per the German government regulations. Mm-hmm. So your university can definitely give you that letter. If not, you have to ask to the university to give such a letter, which mentions your physical presence is required, German, and your course will not be held online. Financial documents are concerned. If there is two part here. If your course has no tuition fees, then you have to only submit your block account confirmation with 863 euros per month. You have to pay the social contribution fees. So that's why affidavit of support is required from your sponsor. They will give you checklist on which it is mentioned that some government documents of sponsors are required, like PAN card. So keep their PAN card with you so that if they ask you, you can attach. If the second one part is if you have your tuition fees in your course, then along with these two documents, you have additional documents like bank statements. If you are having any savings and all, so you can attach it with your application. Like PPF, your salary bank statements, your sponsor's salary bank statements and all.
Okay, if you have like tuition fees, then you have to show all these things, right? Bank statements and salary slips, okay?
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have the tuition fees, then only two documents are required: block account confirmation and the affidavit of support. After that, your mark sheets from SSC to the bachelor's in the reverse order. After that, if you have any work experience, then you have to attach it, though it is not mentioned in the checklist, but it will support to you. After that, your examinations like IELTS or GRE if you have given, and also the German language proficiency setup. So it will
then. But if there is no German language requirement, so there is no need to apply that certificate or put that certificate, right?
Yeah, there is no compulsion to join it because the passport copy is required. They only see your original passport, nothing, another document in original they will see. So
okay, all documents Xerox.
All documents Xerox, 2 copies are required, but keep all documents, the 2 Xerox copies as well as original documents with you. In case if they ask your documents original and Xerox copy, mostly they ask Xerox copy. One more point, health insurance and travel insurance will required at the time of stamping only. So for the visa appointment, they will not ask you for the health insurance and travel insurance. The 3 photos are required as per the specifications given on the website.
Okay.
That's it. These are documents required.
So now, as you have explained about the documents, so can you now explain about the process, like when you entered the office, what things were done, what processes were done?
My process was very smooth. My slot was at 10:45. So they let me allow to enter at 10:30, just 15 minutes before my appointment. When I entered, there was the security checking and all. And after that, on the 3rd floor, the German visa office is there. When I entered in the 3rd floor, there was only 1 or 2 guys in the office. So due to this COVID situation, if you are planning to get the premier launch service, might help you. But in this COVID situation, there was no rush in their offices as like previous. So I think it is not required to get that service. I think 2,368 rupees will be add more. So I think it is not required. When you entered in the office, they will give you one checklist, and as per the checklist, you have to reshuffle your all documents. Just give them your documents, and they will help you to check one by one all the documents. They will check and let you know this is required and here sign is required. So they will assist you. They will just ask some easy simple questions, and the general questions like, does you have tuition, course having tuition fees or not, how much tuition fees you have, in which language your course is. These are the simple questions. One question is who is sponsoring you. Like when you complete this process, then you have to go to the another counter for the biometric. They again check document once, and after that they take the printouts of your or scan your fingerprint. Yeah, and that's all. The total process requires around 1 hour. That's it.
Okay, and what about the paying of fees?
The visa process fees. Visa fees is approx 6,600, and plus they add in these VFS fees as 526. So in total, you have to pay 7,120.
So we can pay the fees, this visa processing fees, in cash or by card.
Yeah, both ways are available.
And once you pay the fees, so the process ends there. And do they give you some acknowledgement like receipt or something?
Yeah. We will get the receipt that we paid. After the fees we will pay, we have to go to the biometrics counter that I have mentioned earlier.
I mean, this is the complete process.
This is the complete process. They tell me 4 to 6 weeks are required for the approval. And after that, if there any query in between, they will call or email.
And like for the stamping, like you have to go again.
Yeah, for stamping there are two processes now. In one, if we get approval, then we can again get an appointment from them, from the VFS only, for the stamping, and we have to go there to submit our passport and all. If they require any documents, they will mention it in the email of the approval. And another process they have started this year as the pick and drop service, in which we have to pay around 1,100. They will send one person to our house to collect the passports and the required documents. After that, the VFS will process our passport and these documents to the consulate. And after the stamping, they will return our documents with passports to our house. This is convenient, but it may take 2 to 3 days more than the previous.
So I think apart from this, nothing is required. Like this is the complete process, right?
Yeah, this is the complete process. And you can do it by your own. There is no another person is required. You can just take the help of your friends and the process can become.
Somesh, did you also require bank loan sanction letter? Like in case if you have taken some loan?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. You will require our loan sanction letter if you have taken loan from any bank. You have to add in your financial document.
Yeah, then I think we have covered every point related to Mumbai VFS. And yes, Somesh, thanks a lot for coming on the channel and sharing your experience.
Thanks guys, and best of luck.